What's happening? Will Freeman, RevolutionaryLifestyleDesign.com, coming at you today talking about how to get motivated. All right. Now, if you're familiar with my other article and video on why motivation is overrated and dedication is the key, I still believe that dedication is the key to getting things done. And by dedication, I mean just going in there every day grinding, even if you don't want to do it, even if you're not feeling your best, even if you're bored, even if you're demotivated. Dedication is what gets you across the line, okay? But having motivation is much more preferable than not being motivated, okay? Because when you're motivated, two things happen. One, you get a lot more done, right? It's much easier to work longer hours, you're more focused. And number two, it's just a lot more pleasant when you're able to enjoy the journey instead of just powering through and grinding and not enjoying. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about today, about how we can increase your level of motivation. And I have had a major revelation over the last month or so, and that's what I want to break down for you. So that revelation, the key to motivation sounds simple, is excitement. It is waking up and being excited to get going on your day, all right? And when you're excited about what you want to do, you don't need to put in all kinds of mental work. You don't need to watch all the motivational videos. You don't need to do all the reframes. You're just naturally motivated, okay? Think about some time in your life. Maybe it was sports, or maybe it was music, or maybe it was something, right? Something that you're just like, I can't be pulled away from this because I'm just so excited to do it, okay? And that's what I want to try to get through to you on how to craft a life where you're just excited to wake up and excited to work on your mission, okay? So having the skill to push past and power through is dedication. That's super important. But the ideal is to wake up with motivation, wake up excited, and that is how I felt for the last three weeks or so, okay? And I want to break down that revelation for you. And basically what it is let me break down for you my past motivations and the past things that have excited me, okay? So when I was younger, first it was soccer. That was my obsession, and I was playing soccer every day, and I was practicing every day, and I was juggling the ball every day in the courtyard of my building, and I was kicking the ball off the fucking side of my building and annoying the shit out of my neighbors because I was doing it for 4 hours a day, you know, banging into their apartment because I didn't know better. But that was my life. It was just soccer, soccer, soccer. And then in high school, I found guitar, and I would go home from school and I'd play guitar 4 or 5 hours a day, learning Sultans of Swing and learning Stairway to Heaven, and playing till my fingers bled, and again, annoying my neighbors. You know, my poor mom had to listen to me all fucking day playing the same song over and over and over again because that's how obsessed I was. Working out when I turned 18 became another obsession. So I was working at 3 hours a day, 7 days a week after school, just nonstop. And because I just had that vision and that excitement of building my body. And then after university, when I dropped out, it was trading. And all I could think about was trading. And I got a job as a day trader, as a prop trader. And I would be there 8 hours a day. And then I would go to the library and I read biographies on traders and on Rockefeller and all these different guys. And then when the library closed, I would go to the internet cafe because it was back in the day and didn't have internet in my place. And then I would study chart patterns at the internet cafe until midnight. And then every day I would do that again. And I did that for a year until I graduated to a pro trader, right? I graduated from the amateur section of the office to the pro trader, okay? And then again, when I was 30, I found RLD. I saw it in a vision. I saw myself on stage. I saw making use of all the knowledge and saving guys from all the mistakes that I made. And instantly that became my mission and still is my mission to this day. All right. So that's where I am. And all of those things have one thing in common: excitement. You couldn't keep me away from soccer or guitar or, working out or RLD when I first started. And my family and friends were like, hanging out and girls wanted to hang out. And it was like, no, this is what I'm doing. Okay. That's when I feel most alive, when I have that obsession, when I have that mission. And if I don't have that mission, I don't have that excitement, I don't feel like I'm living, in color. I don't feel like I feel like things are gray. I feel like is something's missing. But when I have that, man, that's the only way that I want to live. Okay, that's the only way that I want to live at an optimal level. Okay, so the key question to get yourself to that, and as I said in one of my videos, you are the questions that you ask yourself. Okay, what would make you excited to wake up every day? If you're not excited to wake up every day, or you're not at least somewhat excited every other day, there's something wrong in your life. Okay, life is too short to live in mediocrity. And a lot of the time, guys think they have something to lose. I have, the house and the car and this and that, but none of that matters if you're not excited to be alive. Okay, if you're not excited to be alive, it's like stop everything right now, because you have a massive problem. And how are we going to solve that? And the best thing to do is, what is going to make me excited to wake up every day, and why am I not excited to wake up now? All right. And the answer to that I found is having that mission. Okay. In every other video, I'm talking about mission. Okay. My mission right now is me talking to you. This is RLD. This is my mission. I found it, and it's going to be my mission for the rest of my life, period. So finding that mission is key. But then you also have to reality test that mission. Okay. You might want to be a rock star, but perhaps that's not in the cards for something that you can actually make money at. Okay, so I'm not selling you on some dream if you can be anything. I'm talking about, what is your mission in life, and is it realistic that you can support yourself on that mission? Those are the only two things you need. Will this make me excited to wake up every day, and will I be able to support myself on this mission? Okay. Now, if you can't see that right away, okay, if you're thinking, well, there's nothing that would excite me that I can make money on, this is where the creativity comes into play. So let's say you want to sell real estate, right? Real estate, and like I talk about having a service-based business, is probably, service-based business is my recommendation for what you did, for what to do. Like real estate, insurance, copywriting, coaching, any of those service-based businesses, for a number of reasons that you can see in my article and video, how to start a service-based business. Okay, but let's say real estate, although you can sell well and you'll be good at it and you can make a lot of money, is not the most exciting. But when you flip that to like, what's it going to look like when I have $300,000 in the bank? Then you can start to feel that excitement, okay? Or if it's online copywriting, maybe you're not going to make as much money, but it's about being location independent and being able to travel and still being able to stack a good amount of cash while you're doing it, all right? For me, between trading and RLD, for most of my 20s, I didn't have a mission. Okay, I was a salesman and I was good at sales, but I fucking hated it. Okay, but it was a way to earn money. So I wasted a lot of time chasing girls and doing all these other things because I hadn't found my mission. I hadn't found the thing that excited me. So I was trying to get away from that, right? I was trying to get away from the shit day at sales, so I would lose myself in chasing girls. All right, but it wasn't until I figured out the excitement that I made sales be able to work for me, okay? When I decided on RLD as the mission, I had the idea that, okay, I'm 30, and by 38, I'm going to stack all this cash from sales and from RLD, and then I'm going to move to Florida or Arizona by the time I'm 38, all right? And that got me going for a couple of years, but it wasn't enough. So when I turned 32, I was like, fuck this. My timeline is soon. I'm out of here. I'm going to Thailand. And then that lit a fucking fire under my ass, because like I could see that it's not 6 or 7 years away. It's current and present. Okay. I'm like, I can get out really soon. And then that final year of sales, I was just a monstrosity. I was just hungry for every deal, because I'm spending no money. I'm stacking all my cash. I'm like, every fucking dollar is going towards my permanent retirement from wage slavery. I'm never gonna have to do this shit. So I'm waking up early, I'm fucking fired up, and then at night I'm going home and I'm doing articles and I'm doing all this stuff for RLD. All right. So I made that sales work for me because I was able to reframe it to where I'm excited about it. Okay, that was the key. And then the motivation was just fucking running naturally. All right. And then when I got out here to Thailand, I was in heaven for the first couple of months. I was just like, I can't believe it's happening. I get to work on my business. My dream is here. But you know what? Eventually, my my business turned into a job. And it was a job where it was 24/7 because I'm my own boss and there's always something to do. I have a million projects and a million products and things that I want to do. And then that became to a point where I wasn't excited about it, because I was doing, for 1 year, I was doing an article and a video every week. And then I cranked out 3 products, 3 books. And those books take a ton of effort to get, to get it perfect. Because I'm a perfectionist, I want, all the grammatical mistakes. I want the logical sequence to be good. I want it to be looking perfect. And in the end, I got burnt out because I still had that decade-long mission goal that I set when I was 30 to what I wanted to be at 40. But what I was actually doing during the year was no longer exciting to me. It had become a job, and it was like, instead of waking up fired up, I was like, oh, I have all these things that I have to do, and I'm just pushing myself so hard. And so I had to sit back and recap for this year, for 2017. And this year, 2017, I said, I'm not doing any books this year. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 365 articles and videos. So I'm doing something every single day. And that had me fired up. That had me fired up for about the first 4 months or maybe 5 months of the year, until I was eventually getting burnt out because of the massive amount of pressure that I put to put something out good. And then I was getting upset with myself because there were like 4 or 5 videos that I felt weren't good enough, and I just got them out because I needed to do a video for that day. So again, I lost that excitement, and I put too much pressure on myself, and I did a few vids that weren't particularly good. So what I did was, in August, I took like a mini vacation. Okay, it's the first time in a decade I took any type of vacation. I didn't really go anywhere, and I was still doing stuff for the business. I was still doing all my chores and stuff, but I was just sitting back and thinking about what is going to get me excited to do this again. I have the dream life that I wanted. That I worked for. I have the dream business that I wanted, but it's not exciting me. What is wrong? How do I solve that? Okay, and I came up with the idea of this goal. And the goal that had me excited, and you can see over the last 3 weeks I've been just pounding out articles and videos, was getting all the drafts in my Evernote folder out. All right, so I had something like 170 drafts left in my Evernote folder. And that's where I've been keeping all my drafts for articles and videos. And there's so much stuff that I wanted to say, and so many big articles, and these I've got 30,000 words on some things that I want to say, but they just, I just kept adding more and more and more to it. And while I was doing other things, that huge bunch of drafts was frustrating me every day because I just want to get all that stuff out there. So what I said was, I'm just going to clear out the drafts. I'm going to go through the drafts. I'm going to cut every article that's not good enough. I'm going to combine the other articles into bigger articles, and by the end of the year, I'm going to double my video view count for YouTube every month. I'm going to get a lot more subscribers. I'm going to be able to add a third more posts and articles and videos than I have now, and I'm going to be able to clear out all those ideas that I've been wanting to get out for so fucking long, and crystallize them and get them out to you guys instead of just having them sitting there, right? So then I got 170 drafts down to like 95 like really good solid articles and videos that are coming out, and boom, then I had it. Then instantly within a second, I was like, oh, that's it, that's what I'm doing for the rest of the year. I'm excited. I'm just gonna fucking pound out that Evernote. Every other project's going to the side. All I'm seeing and all I'm waking up to do is just the tunnel vision to just clear out that fucking Evernote. That's it. And that goal was big enough to stretch me, because I'm going to try and do another 90, but it was not big enough to overwhelm me. And it had the key, which is the fucking excitement, right? And I was in shooting distance, okay? So that's 3 months away. It's no time at all. And so I discovered the major key to stay motivated is, it's not enough to have that decade-long mission, okay? I can still see 5 years from now when I'm 40, I still see that goal that I set at 30 in that vision, but that's not enough, okay? And as you guys know, I tell you to set that decade-long mission goal, but also to set your yearly wealth goal, which is like basically a subtask for that decade-long mission goal. So every year you have a wealth goal, which is your mission goal that you are working on, which will eventually get you to your 10-year goal, okay? But what I realized is just having it as a wealth goal is not enough. Just saying, okay, I want to make, 10K a month is not enough. You have to be excited about that goal, okay? The key in setting your yearly wealth, which is your mission goal, is a goal that you are excited about, where the second you think about that one, you're running through like 10, 15 different goals. You're like, yes, that's what I want to do. That's going to get me fired up this year. Yes. I want it. That's the goal, okay? Now, that goal might be the goal that's a less of a dollar figure than the other goal, okay? It might be a lot less money, or, it might be totally different from other goals, but the key is that that's the one that excites you, okay? The one that excites you is the right one, because if you're not excited, you're fucking up. If you're not excited to get up in the morning, then what are you making all the money for? What are you doing it for some future timeline 10 years from now? You're just going to eat shit for the next 5 years? No, you have to be excited in that year. You have to be able to enjoy the journey in that specific year, okay? So if that means setting a smaller goal for yourself, then that's what you have to do. Or maybe your yearly goal is too small. Maybe your goal is just to start a business and make $500 a month, and that's not exciting. But if you bump that up to 4K a month, right? And it's a location independent business, and you know that you can go to South America or Southeast Asia within a fucking year, whoa, game changer, right? Then that excitement level comes up, okay? And that's the key. You're finding one that's not too small, but also not too big. So the goal should be big enough to stretch you, but not enough to overwhelm you. And it should be about excitement, okay? And the good thing is about having the yearly excitement goal, okay, you still have the 10-year excitement goal, but having the yearly excitement goals is the victory line is within striking distance. You can see it, the end of the year, it's close enough that it's within striking distance. Whereas sometimes the 10-year goal, or, it's 5 years away, can just seem like forever, okay? So that's what it's about for me. I'm picturing, if I release another, I've already released like 10, right? Another 90. I'll probably double my ad revenue on YouTube. My subscribers will go up probably by a third. Increasing my total content by a third, changing lives, hitting people with shit they've never seen before, getting out big ideas I've been sitting on for years that I've been just itching to get out, seeing a drafts folder with no fucking drafts in it, like I just murdered that thing. All that stuff is fires me up. Okay, as you can see, I'm fired up right now just fucking thinking about it. And that finish line is in sight. It's 3 months. It's 3 months from now, right? And that's all I'm fucking thinking about until January 1st. All I'm thinking about is just fucking tunnel vision for getting these things out. It's just the gym, my chores, and just getting this shit out, all right? And I'm fired up, okay? And January 1st next year, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit down. I'm going to think about it for a long time about another goal that's going to excite me and going to get me through the next year. And for the rest of my life, every time I set that yearly wealth goal, that yearly goal that's going to work me towards my mission, I'm going to sit down and think about what is going to excite me for the rest of the year, forever. Okay? So that's me. But let's talk about you. The real question is, if you're not motivated right now, why are you not motivated? And why are you not excited to wake up? If you're not excited to wake up every day, you have a problem. You have a big problem. Okay? Life is too short to be mediocre. Leave that to the rest of the guys, okay? Because the world needs janitors, it needs office workers, it needs all that shit. And if you don't really put in effort, that's what's going to happen to you. But if you do put in that effort and you use your creativity, you can find a way where you get to wake up and be excited. All right? But it's not for everyone. It's maybe for 1% of guys. But if you want it, you can have it. All right? If you want it, you can have it. But you have to solve that problem. Why am I not excited? Why am I not motivated? What about my life is not exciting? What goal would I have to set? What mission would I have to set where I'm excited to wake up every motherfucking day? Every fucking day. Okay? So what mission would make you excited a decade from now if you don't have a mission? Or if you already have a mission, what yearly goal that's in reach would you be excited to hit? One that's not too big and one that's not too small. But the key is the fucking excitement factor. So maybe you have a yearly goal right now and you're just grinding out for it, but it's not getting you that excitement. So how do you flip it to where it's exciting to you, right? Maybe it's about, okay, instead of just it about being money, that money is going to buy my future freedom to be able to be traveling independent, all right? Whatever it is, you have to use that creativity to find, how is this going to get me excited, okay? And when you have that excitement, you live without having to force yourself to get through the day. You know, watching the Eric Thomas and the Tony Robbins and all the motivational stuff is good, but when you have actual natural excitement, you don't even need that, because they can't pull you away from your goal. Your friends, your girlfriends, your parents are gonna want to see you, whatever. You're like, no, I'm not even thinking about that, because I'm just hyped up on getting this shit done. Okay. And the other key is where that goal is realistic. Okay, so you guys know that I recommend a service-based business for most guys. Most guys, for your first business, or the most effective and cost-efficient business, is a service-based business. Okay, but let's say you're not excited about selling coaching or real estate or insurance or copywriting. Okay, so how do we flip that to where you can have a yearly goal that you're excited about? Okay, so instead of thinking about it as selling real estate, think about it as, I'm going to make 100 grand this year and I'm going to save 25 grand of that. Okay. And then you get high on the idea of every new deal, because every new deal that's coming through the pipeline is 7 grand. And it's not just 7 grand that's sitting in your bank account. It's 7 grand that's going to be part of that 20 grand. And that's going to give you the cash to get out of the rat race for good. And maybe that cash will be able to be invested so that it gives you the freedom to travel and live in the tropics, right? To live your dream life. And maybe eventually you're going to get out of the real estate game and your end goal is to be location independent, to live in the tropics, and now to take all the knowledge that you've had in real estate and all the money that you've had and invest that in a guru business where now you're a sales trainer. Okay, you're a location independent sales trainer and you're doing seminars based on your success in real estate, and you're telling other guys how to succeed in real estate. And so now you fucking elevated your levels of luxury. You don't have to grind out working in the city and in the winter and real estate, and now you get to travel the world and help people in a guru business, which is probably going to be a lot of fun, right? So now that's that extra level of excitement. Okay, so I get it. Like, not everyone can be a rock star. Maybe the only thing you're thinking of right now that would make you excited to wake up is being Keith Richards or playing in a rock band or whatever. And I get it that most people live mediocre lives, and maybe you don't have role models around you who you can look and see like, that's what I want. But you don't have to have that, okay? You just have to figure out a way, like, how can I wake up to be excited every day? Okay, what's the 10-year mission goal that's going to get me excited? And then what's the year-long goal that's going to get me excited? So even if you're doing something right now that you don't like you have a shit job, you can flip that to, I'm going to save X amount of money, and then that's going to be invested in maybe traveling and maybe getting myself to become location independent. Like, that's what I did when I was in sales, and I fucking hated sales more than anything else I've in my life. I can't tell you how much I hated being a salesman, but with that right reframe for that year, I was excited to go into work every day, because every single dollar was going towards my fucking permanent freedom. And I had the mission goal, and then I had that yearly goal where it was like, that's what's going down for this year, right? And now I have my goal for what's going down this year, and that's the key, okay? What's going to get you excited to get through this year, and then what's exciting you 10 years from now? But the key is excited for this year. It's reality tested. It's something that you can do, and you've got it perfectly framed in your mind where it's giving you that natural excitement where you wake up every day and you're like, okay, this is what I'm doing today and this is what it's going towards. So like I'm doing this video right now and it's going towards knocking down something off my Evernote. So maybe you're doing sales calls today and it's going towards stacking your cash so that you can level up to a higher level of luxury and move and be able to travel and all those things. Whatever it is, okay? Whatever it is, you need to figure out what is going to get you excited to get through this year. What is going to get you excited to wake up every day? What is the goal? Is it realistic? How do I make that happen? How many doesn't matter if you have to go through like 20 or 30 reframes or 20 or 30 different goals. You have to figure out why am I not motivated? Why am I not excited? What do I have to do to get excited every day for the rest of the year? You know, like gun to your head, right? If I put a gun to your head, what would make you excited to get up every day for the rest of the year, and what would make you excited for that 10-year vision, right? I'm telling you, I think every single guy watching this video can make that happen. You just have to be able to put the focus in, the creativity, and you have to make it a priority, because if your life is mediocre and you're bored and you're unhappy, it doesn't matter how much shit you have, your car, your house, none of that matters if you're not excited to wake up and you're not vibrant and you're not ready and motivated to get through the day, because you only have one life, man. And if that's not happening, you got to figure out a way to solve that problem. All right. So that's it. I want to thank you as always for watching the video, checking me out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Facebook, and revolutionarylifestyledesign.com. And I wish you all the best in your personal development journey.